Now we're gonna take a look at a box jump. So the box jump, we're gonna start maybe about 1.5 feet away from the box, okay? Now, the thing with the box jump, you see it a lot. You take a look on Instagram, you look at all these guys doing box jumps, and oftentimes what they're doing is they're jumping up and they're bringing their knees up to their chest and they're landing on a 56, 60-inch box. And not to take anything away, those guys are great athletes, but that's not necessarily gonna help you build explosive athleticism that actually transfers to the basketball court. Okay, so what you wanna think of when you're jumping up onto this box, you wanna think that you're floating up onto the box and landing, rather than jumping to the box. So if I jump up and I bring my knee up like this, I'm jumping to the box. If I jump up and I've got this position where I'm not bringing my knees or my thigh above 90 degrees and I stick the landing on the box, that's gonna be a lot more beneficial for me as an athlete than the previous version that I just showed you. The other thing with the box, what we're using the box for is to minimize the amount of force that your body's having to absorb when it lands. So if you jump up in the air and you land on the ground, that's a lot more higher impact than if you're landing up on the box. So this is a great alternative to using any sort of jumping activity where you'll land on the ground if you're in season, okay? So for the for the box jump again, Tracy's gonna do a quick dip. He's gonna explode up and then float up onto the box, okay? And then he'll come back down. Another thing, when you come back down too, not a big deal because that's a pretty low box for Trey, but if you got up, you know, you're going like a 36-inch box and you're taking a monster step down or you're jumping down, that's just too high of a risk for no return whatsoever. So make sure that, like, if you got a high box that you're jumping up to, step down to a lower box and then get down, or drop down your butt and then step off. It's just not worth like rolling an ankle or tearing an Achilles or straining an Achilles or whatever might happen. I've seen that happen before.